Craftbike Days 2025. Die 6. Craftbike Days in der Geschichte. Hier geht es um handgemachte Fahrräder, schöne Fahrräder auf jeden Fall. Und die besten Fahrräder der Craftbike Days 2025 findet ihr jetzt hier im Video im Schnelldurchlauf. Also schaut es euch an. Alle Rennrad-Highlights der Craftbike Days 2025.
Just take a deep breath and imagine everyone is naked. Nico, I think you are one of the people in Germany when it comes to welding at the moment that has probably one of the biggest names in frame building. What did you bring here this year?
I bring road bike, is the Futomaki ECR, internal cable routing. Is one of the best seller of my company. And the special things are that the integration is really like slick, like not, we try to use a normal 44 head tube. And it's a solution that I really like, and we are working on this to take it simple. Like this is the way how we work, like trying to build simple bikes and
with classic aesthetics also with the small head tube. I think most of the people that use integrated headset routing on the road bike are 56mm head tubes. So it's a great look. Tell us a bit about the spec. What components are you running? What is the pricing and availability for customers?
The pricing, I don't know, because it's from Lightwolf, the B2B shop. They sell the bike, but it's with the Dura-Ace group set, Tactic hubs, and these, I think, Taiwanese brand Van rims, Envy fork, Darimo head stem, and Envy handlebar.
Is the bike made to measure for your customers, or do you have frame sizes?
Yes.
So made to measure. And can I also change the specs, like maximum tire size, or is this something you are keeping standard?
Yeah, like the maximum of the tires is 32mm. Mostly we sell it with 30, but the trend is going with wider, and we try to. To press the chains.
Cool. Thank you very much. Congratulations on that beautiful bike.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, good to meet you, Robert. What did you bring here today?
Yeah, this bike we started building about 2 years ago, actually. It's kind of cool for us because we built it as a team. I started building it with Konrad, and our other guys came at the end to help finish the bike. So it's been long in the planning, and we're pretty psyched with how it turned out. It's pretty simple frame.
I see a seat mast.
It turned out really beautiful, I think. And with the ISP, it's something we've done before, but on our website, we didn't really have a good example of what's possible to build in stainless steel, so the tubing is Columbus XCR. And it's also a great bike to build in our frame building course because the road bikes are relatively simple, and with the fully integrated cable routing, it also is a nice project for your first frame to build yourself.
And to also have a modern bike. I've heard that you offer online frame building courses now.
That's true. We also have an online course. It's very new.
Tell us about that. How does it work?
Yeah, there's a lot of people, I think, that are interested in the course, but it's, of course, expensive and it's far away. And maybe you have a workshop at home where you could probably get started by yourself. And some people just need, I think, a little bit of help to get started and a little bit of coaching along the way. So that's something I think is going to be big for us in the future.
Have you already had the first online workshops?
The first course is running right now. We have 14 participants in the course. And the feedback has been really positive. And I'm really happy that we finally gave it a shot.
Cool. That's super interesting for anybody looking to build his first frame. And if you can't build it yourself, you can also get one here. custom made.
Yeah. I also wanted to highlight on this bike that the gold you see on the frame, so the logo and the mast topper and the tree in front are all gold plated in 24 karat gold. And that was something I've been wanting to try out for a long time. I was inspired by a customer of ours, actually, and I think it turned out really nice.
Yeah, it's amazing looking. Congratulations on that bike and maybe fulfilling a dream and yeah, having the team make it happen.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. I ordered frame parts with a couple of people a few years ago. And in that group, we found ourselves through the MTB News forum was Sebastian. But we first met at Bespoke in person 2 years ago.
Hello.
And I think you've made a brilliant debut to your frame building career. You've built, I think this is your 4th frame.
It's actually the 5th frame.
The 5th frame. And it misses your custom or your maybe standout feature. Tell us, why did you go for a telescopic fork on Greenie?
Yeah, I wanted to use like a normal fork because I want to go on adventures and yeah, ship the bike somewhere and get there bike packing. And yeah, with my normal trapezoid fork, it's a real hassle to disassemble everything. And yeah, it's more for show and yeah, normal bike packing, but not if you want to go somewhere. And that's the reason why I've made this bike, because I want to go places.
Cool. I think with this bike you've done a few firsts. I think those are your first racks and your first stems. How do you get your ideas, your imagination? How does a bike from you kind of get created?
It's actually my first stem, but racks, I've done several racks.
Okay.
Yeah, but I only use some paper and yeah, draw some lines, and yeah, that's how the creative part takes its shape.
This is your personal bike, I think.
Yes.
What if a customer is interested in something similar? Do you already take orders?
Actually not. That's only my personal bike, and yeah, I'm just looking around if I want to make a living out of it or on the side. So yeah.
Cool. Sounds really good. What can we expect next from you? I've seen some Instagram posts.
Yeah, like a full suspension mallet bicycle but with my spice on it.
Nice. Sounds good. Excited to see it. Enjoy this bike. I hope it goes traveling soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, welcome, Arc 8. We have a brilliantly painted bike here with wild anodizing. Reminds me of back in the day when everybody was using anodizing. But it's a modern platform. It's flat bar. Tell us about this. What is it?
Yeah, you're kind of right. This time we decided to not bring a mountain bike, but something quite similar. This is a reminder to back in the days where the mountain bike was quite freshly developed in the 80s and 90s. And now the gravel trend is kind of going to the kind of similar direction. And that's why we decided to bring a one-off piece to hint in that time where CNC parts and anodized parts were a big thing.
Cool. Yeah, tell us about a few of the specs. What is the maximum tire width? And you said it's a one-off piece, so is the one-off just the paint, or is the customer given the opportunity to buy a bike custom spec'd like this?
If you're discussing strongly with Serafin, maybe he did the paint job by himself, so it was quite a lot of work. Maybe he's willing to do another one. But yeah, that's a mass production frame. It's our gravel frame, which normally has a 50mm tire width. Yeah.
Cool. How many hours did you spend on the paint?
Maybe 2 days.
Okay. Wow, that's a long time.
And I started it all over again because there were some mistakes with the decals. So I sanded all over again.
And then
restarted to paint again. Exactly. And what I wanted to mention is that our brand, back in the 80s and 90s, we call it Arcade. For everyone wants to know where the name is coming from.
Yeah, it's
nowadays we shorten it to Arc 8, but that was the beginning.
That's a brilliant homage. Yeah, very, very beautiful bike. Thank you very much for bringing it here.
Thank you.
But first, Eddie Merckx.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think we have seen a titanium gravel bike at Eurobike. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Is this evolving from the titanium gravel bike? What is this? What do we see here?
What you see here is our titanium all-road bike. So this is our Pévèle, named after the famous Mons-en-Pévèle cobbles sector in Paris-Roubaix. So this is our idea of an all-road bike, a bike built for all-day, fast-paced riding.
It's definitely, it has some pieces that are interesting match, integrated lighting, but then also the handlebar setup. Is this a customer bike or is this just a show bike?
This is for now a show bike. Today, titanium is not yet available at Eddy Merckx. We will be making this available for 2026. So at Velofolies in January, we will be showing more titanium with Eddy Merckx and also a bigger range of titanium bikes. This is now a show bike to show what we can do. We have the data clip-ons, for example, which are also easily removable. So if you want to run a normal setup, this is literally a 1-minute job to switch from the extensions to a regular handlebar. What we kind of made it through the concept with the Apidura Aero Packs, a time trial saddle that goes with the position, and indeed the lights, some fast wheels, fast tires, a one-by setup for ease of mind, ease of shifting, so that you only need to worry about pedaling your bike and nothing else.
So perfect if you want to go fast in the dark, long days in the saddle.
Yeah, from dusk till dawn or from dawn till dusk, whatever suits you.
Nice. Thank you very much. You can come here. There you go. Last time we spoke about this bike was at Bespoked. I think by that time you haven't ridden it. Have you done that in the meantime?
No, because I just built the stem the other day.
Okay.
But it's a private bike because I got a bit fed up of building just gravel bikes and all-road bikes. And the bike I'd originally planned for Bespoke, the customer wanted a bit early because of a career change. He lost his job, so he set off on a world tour a little bit earlier. So I had to build something super quickly. So for me, it's just a winter bike, super basic, fixed gears. No internal cable routing, small tubes, because as a frame builder, when you file and braze every frame, you get a bit sick of the copy and paste, even when it's all bespoke.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the standout features is also the paint job, but also the fork. Have you manufactured everything yourself?
Yeah, it's just I do some work with another frame builder in Cologne, and we're always messing about with forks. So we've been playing with what we call Mantis forks for a while. We do gravel versions. And it also, I got a little bit of inspiration from in Bremerhaven. There's an old hydrofoil in the museum there, and that's why there's the little details on the back as well. So it's just a bit of playing around, you know, a bit of metal work. Not particularly logical, but fun.
Yeah, I mean, that's, if you build a personal bike, that's probably what it is about.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Very interesting bike. Last detail, the gold plating.
It's not actually gold plating, it's gold leaf. Robert, when I've been talking about that, it's Robert from Velo Chow, and he'd actually bought some gold leaf, but we've never actually executed it. But in the future, I'm going to do it on some of the more high-tech bikes where we do a really simple colour. And what's nice, this is verified, so it's got, you know, they actually burn the gold, so it gets different colour patina. So it's just the first experiment with gold leaf.
Yeah, but it looks really stunning. Yeah, great bike, great story to it. Enjoy riding it after the show.
Thanks very much.
Mason Bikes, like I said, the bike with the most bottle cages. What is this? It looks like it was made for adventures, but I don't see any bags.
No. So I'm Dom Mason from Mason Cycles, and really happy to introduce Gianluca, who's from Cicli Barco. He's one of our. We make all our frames in Italy, and he's one of our frame makers from Italy. So. For the question about what was the question? The bottles and bags?
Yeah, it looks adventurous, but there's no bags. What is the intended purpose? What is this bike made for?
The intended purpose of the bike, it's actually based on one of our existing models, but we made this one especially for the show. So it's a fast adventure bike for traveling a long way. And the reason, for example, we have the bottles that you can mount here is because some people would like to fill the whole front triangle with a bag, and then you need to shift the bottles to the back.
Cool. It also has a suspension fork, I think DT Swiss.
Yes.
And it looks like there's an aero profile on there. So is this not only for adventure, but also a race bike?
Well, actually, the reason actually 6 weeks ago, we had no bike. So I started to get interested in the DT Swiss fork. I said to Gianluca, can we make a bike for this show? And so the whole concept of this bike is that we wanted to use the full integration of the fork and really make it integrate with the bike nicely. And so it's a one-off concept, so we can try the fork. Because something I want to do is, we haven't in our range got the suspension fork for gravel yet, so this is to try that fork, and I'm really happy with the result of this. And these parts here, actually we detailed all these to integrate it with the fork, but these are detachable parts from the fork for taking the bags.
Okay, cool. Looks like a really round concept.
Oh yeah, should talk.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just because, buongiorno a tutti. Yeah, the fact that we didn't put bags is just to highlight the fact that we were able to integrate a suspension fork into a steel frame that usually when you put these two things together, it looks like two pieces. Like frame and fork. In this case, we really wanted to show that the forks is part of the project and not just something that we added just to complete the project. So also the head tube is something we develop in-house because we are frame builders, we have our brand, but we do also some collaborations. And with Mason is one of those cool collaborations that we like to do. And yes, that's the final result. Thinking about how much time we had to think about this is something we are proud of.
Yeah, I think you can definitely be proud of that. Thank you for presenting here, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. From titanium welded to titanium 3D printed and welded to titanium lugged and carbon tubed. Cosmo has done quite a big evolution over the past few years. And this is the most adventurous design that I've seen from you guys in a long time. Tell us about this prototype.
Yes, hello, my name is Andre from Cosmo. And this project was born in the beginning of this year. And we think we need some faster and stiffer and also with titanium and carbon. But this was born 20 years ago. We built also titanium with carbon, and now we have the possibilities to make other shapes with carbon shapes and printed deluxe, printed the steam. Is nothing welded here, it's only printed and glued. And we hope we can go out next year with this bicycle. And the main points are here also the 55 millimeters tires clearance and 50 tools from the chain ring. I think you can ride fast, and you can see it hopefully at the head tubes. It's aero design. Yeah, and we have also a down tube possibility to put something inside. We received lots of nice feedback from the clients. Yeah,
nice. This bike was already at Bespoke, and you told me that you are experimenting with very thin wall thicknesses. with Deluxe. Tell us what the thicknesses are and how the next step in your prototyping process will be. How does testing look, and how do you turn a bike from this stage into a working series model?
Yeah, it is really thin. It is 0.8 somewhere, and we must change a little bit at some parts of the frame here, in the bottom bracket maybe, or somewhere else. We are tested then. And we have a big bottom bracket here. You can see it from this side. Yeah, and I think we need some months more that we can go out with it. That's not easy to understand. There was gluing, which gluing, with how deep inside the tubes must be to stiff enough, and yeah, it's complicated.
Okay. Yeah, but it looks really fast. It looks very different from the bikes I've seen from you guys so far.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations on that bike, and good luck with turning it into a serious bike.
Yeah, I'm also really happy to stay here with Malte. He's one of the biggest part from these bicycles. Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to Malte. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rob from Quirk Cycles. I'm bringing here today one of the new production bikes that I will be releasing soon. So this year is 10 years of Quirk Cycles, and to celebrate relaunching the brand with a stock-sized model. So moving away from custom, moving away from titanium, and concentrating on steel drop bar bikes. Currently, I have 9 models. We're going to cut it down to 3. So there will be a road bike, an all-road bike, and a gravel bike. So this is the all-road bike. Yeah, so comes with stainless steel 3D printed parts, so the head tube, seat cluster, and dropouts. This is one of the in-house signature finishes. This is the first time I'm showing it. And the frames come as standard with the MV integrated stem and like painted to match. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a major change in your business model. Do you still do like deep custom stuff, or is this your completely new focus?
So I mean, changes are now. It's not just me in the business. So for 10 years, it was just me on my own. But now we have hired a creative director. We have an operations manager. So yeah, we're just going to move away from the custom. We're considering having a limited list, number of slots each year, but it's still under consideration.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Massive tire width, you've already mentioned. Signature paint, do you do this also by yourself, or?
No, the paint we sub out to a painter in Scotland. I think the aim will be to bring it in-house eventually. So what we're really trying to do is become a small to medium-sized manufacturer based in London. And to really lean on that, because I think there's so many brands that sort of would rebadge, but I think customers really respond to the fact that you're making something in-house and locally. So we really want to play on that. So for instance, we have things like the Maker's Mark now, where it says made in Hackney with the postcode, so people know it's like coming out of Hackney, London.
Yeah, great work. Congratulations on 10 years.
Sick. Thank you.
And yeah, I hope everything goes well with that change.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Bitte schön.
Danke.
Now, after a short introduction in German, let's switch to English. Let's talk about this bike. It's titanium.
Yes.
It's a all-road bike.
Yes.
It has integrated lighting.
Yes.
What is the intended purpose? What is the availability like? Tell us about your bike.
Yes. So after showing last year the Attaque, our road bike, we show this year the follow-up from our current Hunter. It's the Hunter 2.0 concept or whatever. And we, like you said, it starts with the Hunter 1, where we thought we will only build one frame, the Swiss Army knife, eierlegende Wollmilchsau of German. And then we, like the others, we make now 3 frames. But this one is the follow-up. So we integrated, or we put some stuff. We started with the Attaque. The whole rear end is like we have this seat cluster, this integrated. We have now the UDH dropout and everything. But the front, we keep it with the old one, because we thought, why to change anything else? What's working? What we make really new in the front end is our own fork. So we started with our own fork with the first Hunter, but now we made it like, as most of you too, when the feedback of the customer came. And this is a kind of, all-road, fast randonneur, whatever bike. We need lighting. And we don't want to have batteries or accu, we want the dynamo lighting. And when we didn't want to have it like, thank you, to have this, I don't want to say ugly light on the fork. So we started, okay, how we can manage it a little bit more sleek. Then it cost us almost a year to design our own fork with the lighting and check it out at all the tests that it's still reliable for the needs. Also, when you go a little bit more the rough stuff, and go through the head tube, stem, and then come out in this case. And then when you put a normal stem, it's way easier to route the light cable. Then we come out and integrate it there. And this is the technical news. We made it here. As you also recommend, we built or created this bike especially for the show. So we got it in the night before the Bespoke. We got it ready, so we took it also to the Bespoke. But you see the theme, the bike. It's like if you look at the cars around. So the story of the bike is a little bit like 2 German brands hooked up and say, make a 24-hour race bike or race team, and then they took the wrong corner, and instead of a car, they made a bike. So this bike is around 50 years now on the road. You see the used finished. So it's all Cerakoted. It's all our first colorful bike. You know that all the other bikes are really raw from the void. And also you have this, you see it better here, this sunburned touches and everything, and our magic painter got completely free hand. So we said, make it like a 50-year-old car, and he went really wild. So also if you go inside of the fork and everything, I think you can see it later. So this also even we get this Alcantara.
So used look all around, but brand new bike, brand new bike.
But especially to fit a little bit the location here.
Cool.
But
perfect. Thank you very much. You need to check out this bike in person because the finer details are hard to see from the public here. Check it out.
Yeah, perfect.
Welcome to the stage. From my briefing, this is a high-speed gravel bike. Please tell us a bit about the specs. why call it high speed and not race gravel?
It's our newest frame. It's called the Grunewald aluminum frame. Of course, I can tell you something about the specs. We have the new Shimano GR7 Di2 and completely integrated setup with carbon drop bar and seat post and
also the wheels
stand and the DT Swiss GRC 1400 wheel set. Yeah.
Is this your first offering with a suspension fork in the portfolio?
Yes. Yes. With the DT Swiss suspension fork, yeah.
Okay. If you are the person responsible for buying, do you know about pricing and availability?
The pricing, not yet, because it's totally new. We got the frame from our maker on Wednesday, and it's not officially presented yet. So I have no official price, but it will be good. A good price, of course.
Nice, cool. Anything left to say? Something special that you want to address? Something about the brand?
Yeah, most of you know 8Bar already, but I can tell you that we will have our 15th anniversary next year. So Stefan Schott, he will come in a few minutes, I guess. Founded it in 2011. Yeah, we are a small brand placed in Berlin, making just custom bikes, especially made for the customers, and that's it.
Cool. Thank you for the introduction, and good luck with the launch. We hope everything goes well and the bike finds its target audience.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hi. Hi. I'm Chris from Sauer Bicycles, and we brought our new Purple Pi. So it's a Pinion SmartShift operated gravel bike that's based on our best-selling big-tire gravel bike, the Purple Haze. We showed this bike actually as the first steel prototype at Bespoke, but it was kind of hidden at the Pinion booth this year. So I figured, to give it a bit more audience, I'll just bring it here as well.
Nice. I think what stands out is the fork. You also manufacture it yourself?
We used to build these forks as well, but as it turns out, from a selling point of view as well as a manufacturing point of view, it doesn't make that much sense. So we're actually going to move back for the forks to have these produced in Taiwan. It's just a thing of communication with customers that this fork actually is more expensive than our carbon forks, but people don't expect it to be like that.
Okay. Tell us about the specs. You've mentioned the Pinion and the SmartShift. How about maximum tire width and the components? I see Quist hubs that are from very close to your workshop, I think.
Yes, exactly. As mentioned before, the geometry is based on our Purple Haze, so it's exactly the same geometry. We have 55 to 60 millimeters of tire clearance for the bike, and the spec is not set in stone yet, but if we will bring it out as a complete, it will most likely be the exact combination here. So we'll go with Easton parts for the cockpit, as well as Quist hubs, just because they are close by, and we just got to stay local on that. What sets this bike apart for us, or why we started this project, is that ever since Pinion introduced the SmartShift, they actually became an actual option for us, because cable routing and stuff like that just is a lot easier with the SmartShift option. And we took, or had quite a lot of work with the battery integration in the frame, because after all, with steel tubes, getting the battery inside the tubing is not as easy as with bigger tubing. So we actually see a battery case under that cover down there.
Cool. Yeah, sounds like a thought-through product. Congratulations, and hope to see it in production soon.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Here you go.
Thanks.
M83, I think we first met in Berlin at Lukas' workshop. How long have you been working on this project, and what is the bike that we are seeing here now?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for having us here. Me and Andre sitting here on the front in the second row. Yeah, we have here a stainless steel frame, our first stainless steel frame. It's also a new model. It's the Velaro. And it's, how you can see it maybe also on the angles of the frame, it's a mix between a gravel and a road bike. So it's for performance-oriented riders and customers, for example. And it is our first experience with this type of bike and also with stainless steel, which was a hard learning for us. And it was also almost 2 years from scratch till we have it, how you see it here. What is special here, you can see is, for example, we still have a 44 millimeter head tube, but also completely integrated cable management. What was quite tricky, but we did it, and yeah.
That's really cool. Creating this, talk us through the process. What were takeaways? What did you have to learn? You just mentioned it's both stainless steel, but also kind of a new geometry or frame concept for you.
Yeah, I guess the main thing what we learned is about that stainless steel is not like chromoly or normal steel. So also when you ride it, it's a completely different feeling. It's stiffer, it's harder, so it's quite good for performance biking. And we was quite surprised about the weight of the frame. On the end, this is a frame in size L, and it weighs only 1,670 grams. So that's lighter than some titanium gravel frames. And the whole bike, how you see it here, is under 8 kilograms. And yeah, we learned that titanium is not always the answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Available to purchase. How are the next steps with this project?
Yeah, at the moment we are planning the pre-order phases. So we try to find some nice configuration for our customers, and yeah, to make them accessible on our online shop.
Cool.
And also in our showroom.
Sounds really good. Thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing. And
thank you for having us.
Yeah, welcome. Let's go. New Icon X. What was the old one about, and what did you change for the new one?
So the old one came actually with a classic BSA bed and bracket. The cable routing was not that much integrated into the frame. So because some people or many people or customers of us asked for these features, we did the planning that the cable routing goes into the down tube, all inside the frame, to the rear brake and also to the rear derailleur. We actually have now the UDH derailleur hanger as well as a feature. Many customers, as we also offer this bike for, call it tourist. So the bike is for everyday usage, and many people ask for kickstand mounting point. So we included this as well into the frame. And overall, all the different frame sizes for the Icon X, the top tube is a bit more sloped than the old Icon X. So that's all the key features of the bike.
Cool. Is this paintwork special for the show, or is this available to the customer?
No, it's not available at all, but it was some kind of voting we did with our customers on Instagram. So they had the possibility to say how the bike should look like. So we offered 3 different paint jobs, and they decided for this, we call it 80s Miami Vice, like of paint job, also regarding the wheel set. So we kindly ask or say thank you to DT Swiss for getting the wheel set, and also to Paul Lange or Shimano for the Di2 GRX drivetrain then.
Cool. Seems like you are very connected to your community. How important is that for a small business?
I think it's quite important, because we get a lot of input from them. They also ask, what's coming new, what are planned features for the bike. So I think, yeah, overall, it's really important for us.
Cool. Sounds really good. Congratulations on that wild paint job and
thank you.
The new iteration of the bike. And thank you for being here.
Thank you very much as well.
Welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Welcome.
Yes, this bike was made specially for this show. No, I'm joking. My name's Jim. Company is Craft Bikes. We're a small custom frame builder. We work exclusively in titanium. We make gravel, road, and hardtail MTBs. But we also work with other brands. So as you were saying earlier on, we've done all the fabrication on the Deviate project, which is a collab with the Deviate Thailander.
Cool. So from your portfolio, this seems to be the gravel offering. Talk us through the bike. I see comfortable seat posts. What is the bike all about?
Okay, so this is our integrated gravel. So no cables visible. It's a mix of 325 Thai and 6.4. It's our custom head tube, which we designed to take the integrated system. It uses a Chris King headset and the Envy kind of cockpit suite, which obviously go together. And then also on the back of the bike, we've got a additive printed chainstay yoke. And both of our dropouts are additive printed as well. For me personally and for our brand, we kind of lean quite heavily into the additive printing, but I don't want to go all the way like some builders where every junction is 3D printed. I kind of want a mix of, I want to be able to show the craft skill of actually fabricating and welding the bike properly, but mix in the areas that are normally problematic when you're using stock dropouts or chainstay yokes.
I think that's a really cool way to use that new technology and be open about it, but still, I mean, crafting a frame is something really special, and mitering the tubes and everything, welding, it's a cool process. Anything else you want to say about the bike? Tire width, availability. This is a production model already, so you have a pricing?
Okay, so all of our bikes are custom. So at the moment, we don't do stock bikes or stock geometry. Everything is made to measure, made to order. But this specific bike is kind of like our demo, or one of our demos that clients are able to ride. This is quite an expensive build. Obviously, it's pretty much got the best of everything on it. So this is best part of £10,500. For up to 50mm tire clearance, pretty slack actually. I wanted to build a bike that was a little bit slacker than some other gravel bikes. So this has got a 69-degree head angle, which gives us quite a nice trail number on the floor. But you know, I think for me, building in titanium, it's a material that's not that popular across all spectrums, and it's got quite a heavy environmental footprint. But I like the idea of building a bike that's a material that's hard to work in, and alongside that, a bike that doesn't corrode and will last a very long time. So our kind of customer is someone who wants a bike to keep rather than someone who buys a new bike every year.
Cool. That's a very nice thought. Thank you very much.
One last thing, there's a beer for every vote.
Das waren alle Dropper-Bikes und noch zwei Flatbar-Bikes von den Craftbike Days 2025 im Video. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Lasst gerne ein Abo da, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Schaut euch auch die anderen Videos auf dem Kanal an. Es gibt auch Artikel auf Rennrad News. Und ich sage Tschüss von den Craftbike Days. Und es kommt auch noch ein Technik-Highlight-Video von mir.